Hi, I'm an academic advisor for Morehead State University. In this video, you are going to learn different tips about frequently asked questions by MSU students. Always feel free to ask your advisor anytime you have questions. If there is a course that is listed several times on your My Progress program evaluation, that does not mean that you need to take it multiple times. This only means that it could be counting in your general education requirements as well as your core requirements for your degree program. Also, a list of all the classes that you have completed, attempted, transferred, and/or AP credit are listed at the end of your My Progress program evaluation. If you have completed two general education courses within the same category, they will not count in two separate categories. For example, if you have completed Art 160 and Theater 110, only one course can count for your Humanities Knowledge section. You will still have to select a class from the listed options for your Humanities Global Culture section. Depending on your degree program, students do not have to select a minor. If you are a student in an area of concentration, it is not required that you complete a minor. If you are in a major, you must pair it with a minor or double major. If you are to repeat a class, you will receive the last grade earned as your official grade for the course, even if it is a lower grade than the previous grade. The reasons you would need to repeat a course would be if you had withdrawn from the course, failed the course, or wanted to attempt to get a better grade in the course. Depending on which degree program you are pursuing, you may have to apply for admission into that program. For example, nursing, vet school, medical school, etc. It is always best to contact your academic advisor to go over the requirements you need for your specific degree program. If you have completed AP credit or completed any dual credit at your high school or another college, you will have to have that coursework sent to MSU. I always tell my students not to be under the impression that your high school or other colleges automatically send your classes to MSU. You must get your official transcript sent to MSU to get your credit to count. If you have completed an AP course in high school and took the proper examinations and your score reflected that you may receive college credit, you must have your AP sent from College Board to Morehead State University's testing center, and then contact the testing center to get your credit posted. Please let your academic advisor know if you have completed any AP or dual credit classes so you can work with them to ensure you are getting credit for the work you have completed. If you decide you are not in the correct degree program, please contact the Advising and Retention Office to schedule a meeting with the appropriate advisor. If you have a hold on your account, you will need to log into self-service, and at the top of your account, you will see a banner notifying you if you have a hold. If you click on the notification, you will see a brief message including the office to contact for more details. If you are unsure if you have a hold, you may always contact your academic advisor. If you have forgotten how to read your My Progress program evaluation or have any questions regarding it, you may always ask your academic advisor to go over the evaluation and each of its parts with you. If you have received a parking ticket and need to pay it, you will need to visit the police department. If you did not know the answer to this question or other questions like this, you may always ask your academic advisor and they will give you the resources you need. When you go to register and you find that a class you wanted to register for has no seats available, you will need to contact the appropriate department about a waitlist or override. You will always need to contact your academic advisor to go over what options you have if you cannot enroll into a full class. This is why it is always important to plan alternative classes just in case a class is considered full when it is your time to register. If you have an indication that you are going to fail your currently enrolled course, you may drop the course from your schedule before the drop deadline. There are several steps that need to be taken before you do so. If you have a scholarship or any type of financial aid, you will need to meet with your financial aid counselor to go over if dropping a class will affect your finances. You will always want to meet with your academic advisor to go over a plan for repeating the class or changing your degree program. There is always a drop fee, and depending on how many hours you are enrolled in, will result in how much money the student will need to pay. Academic advisors do not drop classes for students. It is the student's responsibility to drop a class if they choose to do so. A class can be dropped by logging into My Morehead State and going into self-service. If you need to drop a class, it might be an option for you to take a class in the winter or summer sessions. The winter session is a 4-week session that occurs over winter break. A normal spring or fall semester class is a 16-week class. So winter session is a 16-week class condensed into 4 weeks. So before registering for a winter class, consider how fast-paced the class will be and if you are a student who can be successful in a class like that. The summer sessions start in May and go through the end of July. There are 4 options for summer: Maymester, Summer 1, Summer 2, or full summer term. Maymester is a 4-week session in May. Summer 1 is 4 weeks in June. Summer 2 is 4 weeks in July. And the full summer term is 8 weeks over the months of June and July. Each student registers themselves for classes each semester. Your academic advisor only advises you on which classes to take. The first step in planning for registering is to review your My Progress program evaluation to see what you need to complete for your degree program. Second, you need to make a tentative schedule of classes. Third, you will schedule a meeting with your academic advisor to go over your tentative schedule and discuss any questions you have. Once you have completed these steps, you will register yourself in self-service by putting your classes on your semester plan and clicking Register Now. To know which day you will register for classes, you will view the advanced registration schedule on the registrar's website. There you will find the day and time you will register for classes based on the amount of hours you have earned/successfully completed. Next, we will watch a video with instructions on how to use self-service for registering your classes. If you need any assistance with self-service, please contact your academic advisor.